Wow. Oh man, that is incredible. Guys, welcome back to the channel. It is freaking cold out here. Today, we are doing a review on the Dead Air Mask HD. Today, we're going over the Dead Air Mask HD. If you don't know anything about this can, they're pretty unique to the market. They are entirely made of stainless steel, with the exception of the outside tube is made of titanium, which means that this is full auto rated, and for cleaning purposes, you can drop the whole thing into an ultrasonic cleaner with the exception of the tube. The tube you just brush out with a large caliber brush, like a 12 gauge brush, and that guy is clean. We're not going to go over the specs today on this can. You can find them on their website. There's plenty of other pages that have done that. We're mostly concerned on how this thing sounds and a close look at the performance of this guy. I've had this suppressor for about 1.5 years now. Absolutely love it. I've contemplated on getting another one of these because I do love it so much. This suppressor can go on not only 22 long rifle, which is what it's made for, but it can also go on 5.7, 22 mag, 17 HMR, 22 Hornet, so a whole variety of things. Like I said, what makes this can differ from a lot of the other cans out there is it is made of 17.4 heat-treated stainless, so it can take quite a bit of abuse. You can put it on a 5.7 pistol and just roll through this thing, and you're not going to damage this can. That being said, it does make it a little bit heavier, but overall it's not too bad. It's about 1 inch in diameter or just under that, and it's about 4 or 5 inches in length, so it's not too terrible. We'll go ahead and we'll take this thing apart and we'll show you a close-up of all the parts and pieces that go on inside this and make this such a good performer. We've got the suppressor apart. It was pretty dirty. I've been shooting this thing quite a bit, but it is now just an empty tube. Like I said, this is the only part on this that is not 17.4 stainless. So when you clean this guy, just take this apart till it's a tube, take your 12 gauge brush this thing out, and then you're good to go on this. All in all, this usually comes apart pretty easy. Sometimes you have to use a stick to help pop those pieces out. But disassembly, really not too bad on this guy. Coming down here to our baffles. So starting with our end cap. Our end cap on this, 17.4 stainless. It has these holes in the end that help with first round pop. Pretty cool idea. I don't know if any other suppressors out there use this type of design, but really cool idea on their part. Going forward, all the rest of these baffles are the same for the most part. These are all K-style baffles. They all have these little indexing tabs to help everything kind of click together. The reason they're called a K-style baffle is the way that they're shaped. They're kind of shaped like a K. And we'll have a series later dedicated to the science behind suppressors, different styles, types, and what makes them all unique in different ways. But for this one, they've got these little alignment tabs. They click together like that, so you can't mess it up. It only goes together one way. And then they all fit together one at a time, just like that. And they have these little ridges on here on the outside that kind of help separate the baffle stack from the body itself. So when you put these back in, they kind of ride on those little grooves. Moving forward from those, we have our front and our end baffle, and these have these unique little ports built into the baffle face themselves. These also help with first round pop, help to eliminate first round pop. If you're not sure what that is, tune into our other video where we go over suppressor science and what they sound like. I explained it a little bit there, but essentially what it means is the first round is louder than the subsequent rounds after that. So these being very unique and being shaped the way they are help eliminate the first round being louder than any other subsequent rounds. And then our last piece here is just a hollow section. The only thing this does is essentially hold this baffle, this baffle in place and give it a little bit of spacing on our blast side of things. And then last, our front cap. Standard front cap, a little bit of recessed edge on the front, and then it has that unique dead air flash hiding design in the front of it. So really cool stuff here. We'll put this back together. I brought along some different hosts, a couple pistols, a few different rifles, different calibers, and we'll hear what this thing sounds like. All right, we got this thing back together. They send you with this cool little front cap tool. So after you put your back cap on, slide all your baffles in, screw your front cap on by hand, you can take this cool little tool, put it on the front, it indexes into the front of the cap, and you can really cinch that thing up good. Cinching it up pretty tight makes it a little bit harder to get apart after you've shot a few thousand rounds, but I find that it keeps the inside of the tube cleaner if I really get this thing cinched up, making the baffles easier to get out. So I don't mind, you know, putting this on. If I have to, put a pair of pliers on this. I don't mind marring this thing up to make sure that I can get the baffles out a little bit easier. The other thing they send you with this is this nifty little sock. And I thought for sure I was gonna throw this thing away as soon as I got it. I'm like, why the hell would I ever use this thing? But it is kind of nice to be able to put this thing in it, keep it from getting beat up. If you don't want it beat up, mine's got a bunch of dings and rips in it from using it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot each one of our hosts unsuppressed so you can get kind of a rough idea of what it sounds like. And then we'll put this thing on there and we'll shoot it suppressed. I even got some subsonic ammunition so we can really hear what the performance of this sounds like. All right, so we got our host lines up here. The first one is the Ruger Mark II. I've gone ahead and had the barrel shortened on this. It's an aesthetic thing. When you put this on, it just looks really nice. But unfortunately, it makes it extremely loud without a suppressor. So go ahead and we'll shoot this one first. Put our ears on. Now, 22 is inherently just extremely dirty and unreliable. So hopefully all of these run flawless, but we'll see. So unsuppressed. Yep. There we go, 10 rounds. So now you get an idea what it sounds like unsuppressed. We'll go ahead and clear this thing out and put our suppressor on. 10 more rounds, standard Remington bulk ammo, but with our Mask HD. Won't be needing these. You can hear the bullet fly down range through the air and hit the tree down there. I'll shoot a tree about 100 yards away. Now it's 10 rounds. Sounds amazing. I have a whole video dedicated on to what these things sound like in person, but I can tell you right away, if you're thinking about getting one of these and running on a pistol, 100% all day. Beautiful. Another thing to mention is, out of a short barrel like this, all 22s are subsonic, so they sound even better because you don't get the crack of the bullet. Our next host, the G44, and we'll do this one unsuppressed as well, so you can get a baseline. Okay, that was 10 rounds unsuppressed. We'll make clear and we'll go ahead and put our suppressor on. We've got our G44. I've modified this thing a little bit, pretty sweet. Did a double undercut on this guy, put a red dot on it. This thing runs like a champ. I've probably got 10,000 rounds out of this thing at this point. Absolutely love this thing. And it's a great suppressor host. But enough talking, more shooting. G44 suppressed, dead air mask. Couple into the tree, 100 yards away. And we're out. Man, I mean, there's almost no sound difference between the Mark II and the 44. There's a little bit more mechanical sound with this because of the slide reciprocating, but as far as what the shooter hears, this thing is dead quiet. All right, let's pull this thing off. Our next host is a 22 Magnum, and we've got a 17 HMR after that. So we'll shoot those things, let you guys hear what that sounds like. This is a Ruger American in 22 Magnum. If you're unfamiliar with 22 Magnum, it's like 22 LR, but bigger. So go ahead and we'll shoot this a few times unsuppressed, and then we'll put the suppressor on it. All right, let's put that suppressor on. Got our dead air mask on, another new mag in. Let's see what it sounds like. So right away, you can hear the crack of the bullet. There's almost no sound to the shooter. All you hear is the crack of the bullet flying downrange. Smacked a rock up there. We'll shoot that tree. Shoot the dirt. Shoot a rock. Oh yeah, those things really smack the crap out of those rocks. All right, we are out. Fantastic. 17 HMR. Just like the 22 mag, except for instead of 22 caliber, it's .17 caliber. These are extremely loud, unsuppressed. I've had this one shortened to 16 inches and threaded so we can run our suppressor. So, unsuppressed, 17 HMR. Shoot the rock. Huge dust plume off that rock. One into the tree. All right, 17 HMR, suppressed. That's unbelievable. I mean, the fact that you can take a 17 HMR, a smaller diameter bullet, put it through this 22 cal suppressor, and have it be almost as quiet to the shooter as just dry firing is incredible. Shoot one more, then I'll do a dry fire so you can hear it, and then we'll shoot a few more. That's all I'm hearing. There's a crack of the bullet. The crack of the bullet is loud. Not to me, it sounds downrange. Shoot the rock. Man, it smacks that rock. We'll shoot it again. We'll shoot that tree. Into the dirt. That rock one more time. Man, that sounds so good. If you have a 17 HMR and you are not running it suppressed, look into getting one of these, because that sounds incredible. All right, our last one is a 22 long rifle, bolt action. This is really gonna blow your mind. 22 long rifle, bolt action. This is standard bulk stuff, just like we were shooting out of the pistol, but out of a 16.5-inch barrel, this will be supersonic. I did bring some standard velocity CCIs, and these should all be subsonic. Yep, you can hear the crack of the bullet. Shoot that rock. My dot's dead, so maybe we'll shoot that rock. There it is. Tree. Dirt. Oh. Same ammunition with our Dead Air Mask HD, and then we'll go on to the subsonics. So still breaking the sound barrier, but man, it is freaking quiet. It is too fun. Out of everything that I own, 22 long rifle suppressed is the most fun. Got some CCI standards in here. These should all be subsonic. The advantage of subsonic is they are extra quiet. Dude, listen to that. Dry fire this thing real quick. Okay. Hit that rock. Dry fire. Working the bolt is literally as loud as shooting this. How incredible. If you have kids and you want to get them into shooting, this is the ultimate setup. Subsonic 22 in a bolt gun with a suppressor. One of these Dead Air masks. I mean, I couldn't be any happier with this setup. This is just so much fun to shoot. Well, that wraps up our Dead Air suppressor review. I want to say, first of all, not sponsored by Dead Air in any way. I bought this can with my own money. Went on a limb. It was relatively new when I bought it. Didn't know much about it other than I wanted a full stainless can and heard good things about these. So something I wanted to mention is if you buy more than one Dead Air can, you get into their Asylum group, and they send you these neat little things. If you get 2 Dead Air cans, they send you this Outpatient 2 patch and an Asylum card. Comes with a neat little saying on the back. It's signed by Mike Pappas. If you own 3 Dead Air cans, you get a inpatient 3-patch, and you get this little cell phone backer or wallet backer for cards, business cards, whatever you want to put in there. And then you get another Asylum card. Pretty cool stuff. I plan on owning a few more Dead Air cans. I have a couple so far. I'm really happy with them. This one in particular, I'm super happy with. I will probably buy another 1 or 2 of these in the future. I like running all my 22s suppressed as much as I possibly can. It's just too much fun. I mean, if you're not running 22 suppressed, you should. We're planning on doing more suppressor reviews in the future. Different calibers, different types of suppressors, things like that. Stay tuned for those. Up soon, we have a CGS 22 suppressor review coming up, so be on the lookout for that one. The Dead Air Mask HD gets a thumbs up from Independence Arms. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, I'm your ambassador to freedom. See you later.